Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson. I'm so glad to have you here with me today. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any requests for your personal healing and well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And then after that, we'll transition into a beautiful Reiki session. And as a reminder, today is Wednesday, so today is the only day that I have like a hard stop time. So we need to start moving towards the session by no later than a little bit after 5. So I'll do the best I can to get everyone's requests. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one healing session, tarot reading, or even shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's listed in the description and linked in the description, as are all of my social media and my email newsletter. So let's go ahead let's say hi to everybody and start building this grid. Ooh, here we go. Okay, good stuff. So we are starting out with our, let me see, that's perfect. Ooh. We are starting out with our mirror. This helps to reflect and deflect any negative energy. And this copper spiral helps to break up energy blockages and get the optimal flow of energy going. Let's see. There we go. Fantastic. Cats keep jumping up here and moving the moving the camera about. So yeah, it's mostly there we go. Yeah, that looks good. So let's go ahead in and say hi to everyone. Allie B, Lila Ray, Patty and Key, the Gelguire, Jennifer Vatsa, Jenny, Flower, Angela. Oh, so good to see you all. Goddess of Four, good to see you too. Tabs, welcome back. Awesome. So let me just see if I can get this. There's one that is just kind of cut off, one request. So I am going to just do my best to paste it somewhere else so that I can see it. Okay, cool. All right, so Tabs is not here live. That was the message. Okay, good stuff. All right, so let's start with Tabs' request. Increased energy, building new business, intuition, divination, connecting deeper with the tarot. Absolutely. So, oh, and thanks for all I do. Oh, you're welcome. So let's do energy. I am low energy today too. So low energy, intuition. And starting a business. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So let's start with some beautiful Super 7. This is a really helpful stone for any kind of intuitive awakening. This helps to grow and refine your intuitive abilities, regardless of how you connect intuitively. So clairvoyance is really helpful with tarot, as is many other types of intuition. However you get it, the tarot can be a wonderful tool. Super 7 helps hold that space for not only connecting to that part of us that is super intuitive, but also helping us to create and maintain connections to things like telepathy and channeling and mediumship as well. Helpful too for working towards larger goals. strengthening our energy field, inner peace and harmony, unity consciousness, and healing past lives, karmic issues, and even healing the earth. Some lovely nature healing. So there we go. So that is Super 7. And there will be lots of intuitive stones today, I'm sure. Bumblebee Jasper helps with physical energy, mental focus, and motivation and willpower to keep going and get something done. Wonderful for like the let's get to work kind of mentality. It really helps with decision making and for empowering anything that you're manifesting. Definitely helpful too for confidence and positivity in general. This is a stone that has high amounts of sulfur as well as arsenic, so do be careful with it. And again, that's Bumblebee Jasper. And for entrepreneurship, my favorite stone is Tiger Eye. It really helps with kind of high-level thinking, thinking about the big picture, seeing all the different pieces and how they fit together, which is really a great sort of small business way to look at everything. Helps too with study and research, especially if you're digging up facts about your business. Helps with protection against envy and jealousy. Really helpful for courage, strength, and general balance, but also really good for just entrepreneurship in general. So definitely Tiger Eye. And I'm also going to bring in Cinnabar. Cinnabar is helpful for attracting customers to a business. It's been thought of as the merchant stone for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And it is mercury, so do be very careful with it. This is a bigger example of Cinnabar. Just those red dots are Cinnabar. Here it's a little bit more fine. Just those teeny red dots are Cinnabar. The rest of this is quartz, and this makes it a lot safer to handle when there's just a small amount of the stone, and quartz helps to amplify the energy of a stone. So this hopefully will help attract some customers to that business. And let's see. Yeah, that way I'm not like blinding you every time I put my very pasty hands in front of the camera. Okay, cool, good stuff. I hope that helps. And I hope you have a good overnight shift. Okay. I will get to as many requests as I possibly can. Hey, MC Spiritual Healer, it's good to see you. Okay. So Jenny was next. I hope you're doing well. Greater self-reflection, seeing your way through, courage in the face of emotional and social vulnerability, self-compassion, love. Gotcha. So blue apatite, jet, serpentine, snowflake, and also gonna grab some Septarian for you, might be really helpful too. So let's start with some snowflake obsidian. This is wonderful for noticing kind of what needs to shift and helping you to make those shifts. Wonderful for dealing with feelings of guilt and even feelings of loneliness. Helpful for calming overstimulation and in general balancing body, mind, and spirit. Wonderful for peace and serenity and just kind of relaxation within, but also really helpful for finding hope again after any kind of loss. Helps too with clairaudience, and that's when we hear our spiritual guidance. Septarian is the one that I think could be helpful. This is wonderful for the solar plexus, so your center of self, but it also helps us to go inward and reflect on what parts of ourself we might want to work on, what things need to be processed or let go of. It helps us to get even vulnerable in that process of like really really looking at ourselves kind of exhaustively and really truly seeing what's there. It definitely supports a lot of emotional growth, a lot of resilience, and a lot of help too as far as self-identity and discovering who you are and deciding who you want to be as well. Helpful too with muscle spasms as well as skin wounds. So that is septarian. Blue apatite is helpful for rebuilding our relationship with food in whatever way that might need to change. Sometimes it's just a healthier for you change. Sometimes it's a weight loss thing. Any and all feelings around food and how it plays a role in your life are really well balanced with this stone. It also helps with strengthening our energy field. Wonderful for learning about our soul's purpose and having the courage to act on it. And very, very helpful for inner peace and harmony as well. So that is blue apatite. There we go. And next is serpentine. We use this a lot for blood sugar, whether it's hypoglycemia or diabetes, whatever it might be. This is thought really helpful. Of course, it's nothing I do here is a replacement for anything else. Everything I do here is a complement. It's not going to, nothing that I do, Reiki, crystals, anything like that, even IET, they're not meant to replace any of the other treatment protocols you might be going through. They're meant to help support you while you're going through them. So this is definitely thought helpful for also calcium and magnesium deficiency, which is something I struggle with, as well as muscle weakness, rashes and eczema, and even trance meditation. So that is serpentine. And jet is very helpful for grief, very deep grief. It helps us to go to the places where we're almost scared to grieve that deeply. And it helps us to not only move through that emotional pain, but also to release things, let them go, and not get stuck in that depth and not get lost in wallowing in a way that is unhelpful. Helps too with protection against the evil eye, the paranormal, very protective against anything like that. And wonderful too for anyone that works in or near or around hospice or supporting a family member, loved one, or even your animal companion through their end-of-life journey. So that is jet. And wonderful to see you, Jenny. I hope you're doing well. Lots of love to you. Goddess of Four. Fast money, prosperity, weight loss, organizing, joint pain, and healing for puppy's eye. You got it. So let's do some leopard skin jasper. Red tiger eye. Organizing. Howlite and iolite. Okay. Howlite's really helpful with joint pain and also with bone integrity, bone density, healing fractures, healing injured joints, whether it's something chronic or acute. This is thought really, really helpful. Also great for, it's thought helpful for absorption rather of things like calcium too. It's wonderful for anger, frustration, and resentment as well. So those really difficult emotions can be made a little less volatile, so you can take a little bit more of an action role in what's going on rather than be subjected to the volatility of the anger and the resentment. So that is howlite. Iolite helps with weight loss, and it also helps with clairvoyance. It's wonderful for managing our money and using our resources wisely, and it's also helpful for any kind of shamanic work, as well as dealing with fever and certain types of sleep issues. So that is iolite. Garnet will be helpful for you for organizing. Garnet is very much the Capricorn stone. It's January's birthstone, and this is everything you would think Capricorn to be. So this is creativity, courage, balance, and strength, but it's also practicality, how to get the most done in the least amount of time with the least amount of effort, and definitely helps with organization, finding the best places for things and actually getting it done. It's a very much a good planner type of stone when you're thinking of what you want to do and how best to tackle a whole bunch of different tasks. There we go. So that is garnet. Okay, cool. These first few rows are so critical to the whole rest of the grid going well. Red tiger eye helps with manifesting abundance in a hurry. It's also very, very protective, whether it's bullying on the mundane level, someone at work, someone in family, anyone, anywhere really, whether it's sexism, gaslighting, whether it's just picking on you for the sake of it. Also really helpful for the spiritual side of things, like malevolent spiritual work. So it can help with keeping all of that at bay. So that is red tiger eye. There we go. And let's see. Yep, we're going to have to use a tarot card to organize this grid here. Just sort of line it up. Awesome. Let's see. Let's see what crystal comes out. Ah, King of Swords. King of Truth and Clarity. So let's see. Apologies for the brief pause here while I line everything up. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Awesome. Now we're cooking with gas. So leopard skin jasper will be helpful for the puppy. We'll also put this in here for all the other animals we're sending love to, including Ava. So this is leopard skin jasper. In addition to being supportive of the healing of animals, it's wonderful for anything that's impacting the skin, as well as attracting a soulmate, and also really helpful for anything impacting coordination and balance. So it's one of the stones that can be helpful for something like vertigo. Vertigo is also somewhat helped by lapis. So I hope that that helps, Goddess of Four. Lots of love to you. Hey, Chris. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Hey, Sister Sheba. Oh, good stuff. Okay. Making sure I don't miss anyone. Okay. For flower, mobility, fear, staying in the present moment. Oh, because I already grabbed it. I'm like, where did Herkimer go? It's right here. There was also, okay, let's start there. So ruby is very helpful for love, fertility, fibromyalgia pain, helpful for leadership and management skills, wonderful for releasing fear. It helps in stopping nightmares. It's great for making decisions, and it can also be helpful for financial stability if that's something you're working on. So that is ruby. So that will help with the fear. Herkimer diamond helps with boosting manifestation and also helps with intuition. This is one that helps us to relax and also to be in the present moment and just be present. Helpful too with harmonizing energy that just feels really unbalanced, and great too for metabolism. And Herkimer diamond is a type of double terminated or double pointed quartz that's found in the Herkimer, New York region of the US. And polychrome jasper is really helpful for mobility as well as motivation. So if you have mobility difficulties, or if you're having a hard time motivating yourself to get up and get moving, this can be really helpful. This also helps in general the joints and joint health, aids physical movement, especially the extremities. It also helps to break down indifference and reignite our passions in life, the things we want to do, getting involved in our soul's purpose and making that happen, making our dreams come alive. So that is polychrome jasper, and I hope that helps, Flower. It's great to see you. Lots of love to your whole crew. For Allie B, crystal wise, based from military accommodation, dog sitting, heal ancestral and military past lives, vows of obedience, gotcha. Animal healing too, gotcha. Super 7 is really helpful with that. And let's see. Yeah, a lot of karmic healing comes from Super 7, which is already there, but Lemurian quartz is really helpful too. So Blue Mist Lemurian quartz has these amazing properties of healing even way back before. So individually, this can help us to heal old stuff from childhood and stuff from past lives as well. It also helps with relieving past emotional pain and helps with past life healing, whether or not you remember those past lives. Helpful too for learning about yourself in that journey. So that's a very empowering journey that allows you to take what you've learned to help you in the future. And also it can be really helpful if you have any inclination to help others heal in the future. So yeah, but definitely for karmic factors and things too, Super 7 is very powerful and these help too. So all the best to you. I hope that that helps. And animal healing, we've got leopard skin jasper. I'm also going to bring in desert rose selenite. Not only does this help with animal healing, this also helps with working towards larger goals or dreams, helping with redefining ourselves, and it's lovely for perseverance with studies and school. Helpful for tummy hurt, as well as acne, eczema, and viruses. And it's thought really helpful, as well as, supporting animals. It's also thought helpful for men's health. Wonderful too for finding a place to live, and also for all of the paperwork that has to do with getting settled in your new place. So whether you're buying or selling a home, or if you're moving into an apartment, all of that paperwork, this can be really supportive of it. So that is desert rose selenite. So thank you for being here, Allie B. Welcome in. So glad you are here. And hey, everybody, if you haven't hit that live button or the like button, if you could, I remembered a YouTuber thing. Definitely hit that like button if you haven't already. And thank you for being here, everybody. Gail Guire. fibromyalgia, mental exhaustion, and general well-being. You got it. Let's do some zebra jasper, some citrine, and general well-being. I know we used moss agate for you yesterday, but I think it's still a good bet. So moss agate helps with physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual healing all at once. It's highly regarded in Chinese medicine as well. It's thought really helpful for infections, illnesses, viruses running through the body. Wonderful too for reconnecting with nature and releasing fears of the unknown. If you're doing any kind of psychological parts work like inner child or higher self, this is a beautiful stone to work with. Helpful too for connection to unconditional love and connection to spirit. So that is moss agate. We're just going to go ahead and put this in the middle too. There we go. Next for you, one that helps with fibromyalgia pain is definitely ruby. Another one that's really helpful for that is citrine. So in addition to helping with fibromyalgia pain, this is lovely for nausea, addictions, compulsions, making good financial decisions, and probably most important of all, powerful for manifesting, especially financial abundance. Also helpful for balancing our sense of intuition with our logic, and that can really help us unlock the power of each. The more balanced we are between our intuition and our mental acuity, it's like we get to use each to the best and fullest extent. For kind of mental exhaustion, zebra jasper can be really helpful. This is good for like stress from overwhelm, and even helps you to stand up for yourself if needed when you feel just completely overwhelmed and exhausted. Helpful for breaking through apathy. It's very empowering, and it's also helpful for muscle spasms. It's a big like taking initiative kind of stone, but also helps to go with the flow if that's more appropriate. But more than anything, this is one that can help you to still be engaged in life when you feel really overwhelmed. So that is zebra jasper, a gift to us from Chris, and thank you, Chris. And I think that can be really helpful for you. Okay, there we go. So there's a few of those. So feel better, the Gelguire. So glad that you are here, and all the best. Jennifer, intentions, calming agitation, financial freedom and abundance, protection from the evil eye and curses, and if your tech could all work properly and stop breaking. Oh, I saw that. Definitely try for some of the new things that you need. Try Newegg. Try Newegg. That's where I got my computer, and I got a whole lot of desktop for $300, which was my budget, but I got way more than I should have gotten for those $300. So yeah, Newegg.com, and they ship fast, like real fast. Yeah, and they have refurbished ones too, if that's what you're into. I got a refurbished one, and it's been thankfully good for me, but even the new ones are really good prices too. So let's go ahead and let me see if you request specific stones. You do, okay. Yeah, I was going to say shungite. Black tourmaline, selenite, shungite. Shungite, selenite, black tourmaline. So black tourmaline helps with repelling negative energy. We use it a lot in other stones. We use tourmalinated quartz and Dalmatian jasper quite a bit. This is what it looks like all on itself. This is so good at repelling negative energy that I've actually crushed it up and sewn it into curtains. It works like a charm. So that is black tourmaline. Keep that negativity at bay. Okay. Actually, I'll put this one here. Shungite is really helpful for deep cleaning your energy field. It helps to remove energy blocks. It helps with releasing stress and emotional pain, and also with physical recovery after illness, injury, surgery. Wonderful for clearing electromagnetic fields, and definitely anytime you're having problems with electronics, this couldn't hurt. So that is shungite. Shungite is also a good one for absorbing things that are not good in the human body. This may actually be in your filter system at home if you have a water filtration system. So that is shungite. And this is selenite. Selenite is really helpful for clearing energy. It reflects nothing but pure white light, so it helps with keeping the energy of a space clear. You can use it to clear your own energy, the energy of crystals, any electronics you have hanging around. Selenite does not like water. It will start to come apart, so do not put it in water. I definitely recommend using this like to clear your energy field after you've been out if you struggle with taking on the energy of others. And it's also helpful for connecting with your spirit guides and angels. So that is selenite. And I hope that that helps. And like protection from evil eye curses, we have jet, we have red tiger eye too. Those are really helpful with that. And I have cinnabar as well as citrine in there too. Yeah, there is so much synchronicity already, Patty. I agree. Lila Ray, safe travels for your husband tomorrow. Okay. Let's go ahead and do protection for travelers. Let's bring in some tourmalinated quartz since we just talked about black tourmaline. When black tourmaline goes through quartz, which can be clear or in this case green, really any color quartz, it helps with breaking up really old stuck energy from early childhood, even potentially past lives. So this might be good for Allie as well. It helps too with breaking up blockages and scar tissue within the body as well as in the emotions. Helps too with finding a new job, a new gig, a new revenue stream, however that looks to you. It's great for good fortune, good luck, and it's very protective over travel. So that is tourmalinated quartz. Good to see you, Lila Ray. Can we have a twin joined crystal? Need more love, connections, harmony, balance. Yeah, let's do quartz as an amplifier. And I definitely have some like twin quartz that come up too. So this one has actually 3 beautiful natural quartz that all come up together. This one is 2. Yeah, and that's really cool. I'm going to go ahead and let's see. There we go. That works really well. And I'm going to put this at the base of the grid. There's also another big piece of selenite at the base of the grid too. Quartz is wonderful for an amplifier. It also helps with directing energy, and we can put, and it amplifies the energy of everything around it too. Hey John, I hope you're doing well. Catherine, good to see you. I will totally take care of that. Oh, you got a new laptop because yay credit card. Ooh. Oh, the printer needs to be returned though. Oh my gosh. Oh, Joyce, I will definitely bring in some support for that. Hey, Vic, lots of love. I will happily bring everyone as much support as possible. Okay. MC Spiritual Healer, asking for more energy at work and to find more motivation and direction with your spiritual business. Gotcha. Motivation and direction with your spiritual business. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Gotcha. So let's go ahead and start with, for more energy, gives us a boost of energy. We've got Bumblebee Jasper, which will be super helpful for that. That gives us a lot of physical energy and focus and like a let's dive in and get it done kind of attitude. Rutilated quartz will also be helpful. So inside of these pieces of quartz, there are rutils, and they're very thin. They can be goldish, more coppery, or more silver. But essentially, this is thought to be a stone to help boost physical energy in the body, especially if you're just really run down. And it helps to focus the mind as well as send energy to where it's most needed in the body. So that is rutilated quartz. So I will bring that in. Polychrome jasper is in there too. That'll be helpful for you. Okay. Larimer is really helpful with connecting with your spiritual purpose and having the courage you need to continue to bring it forward. So this will definitely help with the spiritual business. It helps to separate ego from the spiritual work, and it's helpful for that kind of innovative flair you'll kind of need to take your spiritual gifts and bring them forward. When we walk our soul's purpose and bring it into fruition, it can really feel like we're all alone fumbling in the woods, and to an extent we kind of are. I mean, we're making that path. So this is one that supports you in doing that. But yeah, lots and lots of confidence in bringing your version of spirituality out. Helpful too is going to be crazy lace agate. This brings lots of courage and confidence as well as balance. It's wonderful too for protection, helping the heart as well as the solar plexus. It does bring physical energy to the body. It's helpful too for the skin, eyes, and speech, and also for anyone who connects with spider as one of their guardians. So we will bring that in. So that is crazy lace agate. So I hope that helps. I feel like another one for all of us that would be good is chrysocolla. This encourages following through with your spiritual purpose. It helps with finding new creative outlets to connect with and to help kind of give yourself a form of release. And it's wonderful with making decisions that are in alignment with your highest good. So that's chrysocolla, and I feel like that's very aligned with a lot of the requests today. So chrysocolla it is. So all the best to you, and cinnabar is helpful for attracting customers to a business too. So all the best to you. I hope that helps. For Patty and Key, let's bring in some of your requests. I've already got a bunch of them. So we've got Red Tiger's Eye already. We've got Desert Rose Selenite. Sodalite. Okay. And just a heads up, as I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, because I teach on Wednesday nights, we have to make sure that we're getting closer to the heading into Reiki by like a little bit after 5. So I'm doing the best I can to get the most stones for everyone that I can in. So here is sodalite. This helps with expression, whether it's verbal, written, performed, however you express yourself. Wonderful too for relieving symptoms of menopause, coming to terms with aspects and things around aging. Helpful too for grounding impulses, and it is wonderful for things like homesickness. So let's bring that in. Now let's bring it in here. So that is sodalite. Next is epidote. This really helps with getting well after illness, after injury, after surgery. Helps with the nervous system, the skin, and also the way that we speak to ourselves. If your internal monologue, the way that you speak to yourself is kind of biting, kind of mean, this will help you to shift that. Also helps with the brain, and it's thought to really help in cases of Parkinson's. So that is epidote. This is also one that's known to help with connection to the fairy realms. Next is jade, which is just incredible on every level. So this is sacred to the Mayans and sacred throughout China, and I mean, we can just totally see why. This is in particular nephrite jade. So jade helps with mind, body, spirit, balance, and health and healing. Wonderful for doing any kind of intuitive dream work, as well as making your dreams and goals come alive. Helpful too for resourcefulness, confidence. This is a big grounder of stress and brings in a lot of just blessings, harmony, and like good omens, all kinds of good things. Helpful too with prioritizing yourself, and it's very empowering. So that is jade. There we go. Okay. Opal is sacred to the shamans. This helps to bring like a shield of invisibility to shamans when they're doing their spiritual work, so that anything that is maybe has it out for them, any negative entities would just not see them. Also really helpful for calling in abundance in a really loving way. So that is opal. And there is some fire opal in there. I've also got some opal in my ring here too. And sugilite is wonderful for unity consciousness. That's the interconnectedness of everyone and everything everywhere. So this is the awareness that what we put out into the universe, we put out into ourselves. So sugilite. And let's also grab a couple more. Green onyx, bloodstone. And I'll get all that I can. Peridot helps with breaking bad habits and cycles that aren't helping. It's wonderful for releasing guilt, anger, and jealousy. Really helpful with digestive upset, whether it's Crohn's, IBS, celiac, whatever it might be, really helpful. Also really supports good friendships. So that is peridot. Green onyx helps us to process sadness and grief on a very deep level. It's deeply comforting and helps us to kind of ground while we release that pain. It helps us to make decisions and move forward despite the emotional pain we're going through. And it helps even in cases of like emotional shutdown. Onyx is always a very wise stone. Every color of onyx is helpful for grief in its own way. And this is very much the emotional side of that. So that is green onyx. Bloodstone, which also goes by the name heliotrope, is one of the, if you ask me, one of the emotional first aid types of crystals. This helps when you have just emotional pain from what feels like the rug just being pulled out from under you. It helps you to ground while also to lift your emotions, lift you out of despair. It helps to provide a lot of stamina and perseverance to your mental health and emotional health as you move through difficult times. And it can be really helpful for relieving self-doubt and also quieting the mind for meditation or any kind of spiritual work. So that is bloodstone, which also goes by heliotrope. There we go. There we go. And I will come back for more of your requests too. Hey, Alana. Hey, JS. Hope everyone's doing well. Shell Bell, I hope you're doing well. I am doing great. Thank you, everyone, for asking. MC Spiritual Healer, yeah. Trying to take more crystals to your full-time job to help you out. Remember, you can hide them all around the workplace. I've done it. My last job before I finally said I'm only working in spiritual healing was a piercing shop right around the corner from my old apartment. And yeah, I put black tourmaline around, they put labradorite around, they did some other things. It definitely can help. And don't hesitate to like bury one in a potted plant or hide one behind a picture frame or whatever you need to do. They work really well. Okay, so let's see. Christina, good to see you. All right, I'm going to keep on going. Fluorite for settling chaos. You got it. This definitely helps for settling chaos, being the eye of the hurricane of your own life. It's great too for grounding after any kind of chaotic time. Like, it's great for after childbirth to help like come back into calmness. It's also really helpful for relaxation in general, and that is fluorite. Fluorite forms in these natural octahedrons too. And these are, it's hard to say if they're rainbow or not because the specimens themselves are so small, but they are fluorite. Okay. So we've got that. Renee, good to see you. Rutilated quartz we have in there for Sister Sheba. Yellow tourmaline and galena. I don't have any yellow tourmaline. I do have galena. Galena is very, very high in lead content. Just putting that out there for everyone. This helps with energy protection, grounding, centering, and also healing insights. If there's things going on in your health and you're like, I don't know what else I can do to support this, this can help like kind of illuminate that. It's also wonderful for inflammation, healing acne, boils, and cysts. Sense of smell, and it's lovely for things that are going on with the veins as well. Helpful for healthy hair and growth, as well as mental and emotional transformation. This is very linked with Saturn. So if you know your chart, if you have a big Saturn transit going on, galena can be really helpful. Wonderful too with winnings of money and also with the return of things that have been lost and stolen. So that is galena. So I hope that that helps. And rutilated quartz is already in there. But let me know if there's something else I can add for you, Sister Sheba, and it's great to see you. And lots of love to Chris. Let's definitely bring in some of those. We've got leopard skin already. Let's bring in emerald. Definitely malachite. Green aventurine. rose quartz. And carnelian. Yeah, let's start there. So emerald helps with upper respiratory everything. Great for like lungs, heart, sinuses, the whole shebang. Also really helpful when it comes to reinvigorating our passions in life. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. And helps us to boost our confidence, especially around appearance, and particularly aspects of our appearance that we're really sensitive about. So let's go ahead and bring this in. So that is emerald. This is what raw emerald looks like. So there we go. Green aventurine helps with expanding our vision of who we are and what we're capable of. So if you tend to think, oh, I could never do that, and you need a bit more encouragement, this is a stone that can do that for you. It can help with learning new things, especially things that you're really nervous about. Like if you're tech phobic, love aventurine for you. Helps too with fertility, eye problems, allergies, and with heart rhythms. So that is green aventurine. Next, we will bring in rose quartz, which we're all somewhat familiar with. Rose quartz is lovely if we feel just emotionally depleted. It's like a hug in a stone. This is one that can help to realign and recalibrate the heart center and also just reinvigorate it and bring it lots of unconditional love. If you're moving towards opening up to better relationships and you're doing some healing work around that, this is one that can help you to do that and help you to see yourself as loving, lovable, and deserving of love. So that is rose quartz. So let's bring this in here and here, here and here. Next is malachite. And I think that this is a beautiful stone for all of us today. This helps with processing really deep, difficult emotions without losing ourselves in the process. It makes it a lot easier to leave pain in the past and embrace our future a little bit more open-hearted, and wonderful for arthritis, inflammation, insomnia, letting go of emotional pain. It's also helpful for things like depression and anxiety. Also fears and phobias, particularly fear of flying, and it is lovely if you want to connect with Archangel Raphael. So that is malachite. And let's do one here and one here. So that's malachite. Carnelian is lovely for the relationship chakra, the sacral, and that has to do with relationships, including our close, personal, intimate relationships and our extended, like community, familial, society kind of relationships. Helpful too with sexuality, sexual function and dysfunction, fertility, and also attracting a soulmate. So that is carnelian. This is also a really potent stone of creativity. So there we go. We will bring that in. So carnelian. Next we have, we already got leopard skin, selenite, iolite, rutilated, herkimer, garnet, ruby, super sevens in there, blue apatites in there. Let's bring in the black obsidian. This helps with processing really, really deep emotional pain, usually from some source of significant trauma, whether physical, mental, emotional, or those types of traumas that tick a few of those boxes. This is helpful for grounding and processing trauma, whether it's just happened or if it's reactivated and feels like it just did. Very, very protective. It also helps to protect from rumors, gossip, spite, that kind of thing, as well as helping to release blocked grief. So we will go ahead and bring in Black Obsidian, which also goes by Apache Tear. Apache Tear usually refers to Black Obsidian that has not been tumbled. These have been tumbled. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, and I'll do my best to come back for more of those. Sleep, tummy, and female stuff. Gotcha. Peridot helps tummy. Sleep will do labradorite. Female stuff will do pink tourmaline. So pink tourmaline helps with migraines and headaches, neuralgia. Wonderful for any kind of gynecologic issue, any kind of female issue. Also helps with mother-baby bonding, releasing a negative self-image so that you can replace that with one that's much more positive and much more supportive of yourself. Also helps muscle weakness and spine injuries. So that is pink tourmaline. Next is labradorite, which definitely helps sleep. It's also really helpful for clairvoyance, which is our spiritual sight. This is one that can help us with detailed attention to really find, like looking for errors in a lot of information. So if you're struggling doing your taxes, labradorite's a good one to have around. It also helps with research and study, workplace harmony, and calming disputes. So overall, a really useful stone. So that is labradorite. Okay, and there we go for that. Emotional stability, yep. Pyrite, you got it. So pyrite helps with manifesting financial abundance. It's wonderful for fevers, as well as memory and information recall, and helping to open up to intuition while also being protected. So if you are new to intuition, or if you're working with some new form of intuition, this can be helpful. Tabby, when you're seeing this can be helpful for you too. And again, that's pyrite. Lepidolite helps with emotional balance and well-being. It helps to calm and soothe the emotions so that you can better understand them and what's causing them. It helps with highlighting patterns and beliefs that are ready to be released. Wonderful for just mental health in general, especially for things like codependency, obsessive thinking, addiction. It's also thought really helpful for the joints and weight loss as well. Lepidolite, just want to put this out there that lepidolite can, lepidolite is lithium mica. Let's see, where do we want to put this? We'll put this here. Lithium mica. So it has lithium in it. You'll see more of it around because we're mining so much lithium right now for batteries. But this is not one to put in water and drink it. It's a prescription medicine, actually, and it's a prescription for a reason. It impacts different people different ways. Carrying around the crystal, universally harmonious. Actually ingesting the constituents, not as much. Not without the proper help anyway. Crystals for bone infection and chronic kidney disease. Gotcha. So let's do... Prehnite can help with the kidneys, and it also helps facilitate spiritual teaching and learning. It's wonderful for aiding the mind during meditation or spiritual work so that you can focus on that better. It helps too with lucid dreaming, prophecy, divination, another one that's helpful for Tabby and for anyone that's working with any of those things, especially things like lucid dreaming or dream work. Helps anemia, gout, kidneys, bladder, and also helps with refusing unfair demands. So let's go ahead and let's just place this one right here. There we go. So that's prehnite. I hope that helps. Bone infection. The The best stone for bones is definitely howlite, and the best stone for infections is moss agate, which is in there. So I hope that that helps. Lots of love to you. And good to see you again too, Joyce. Good to see you, Catherine. Studying, career, and concentration. Concentration, bumblebee jasper, rutilated quartz. Studying is definitely tiger eye and lapis. They're good for information recall too. Career. Let's definitely bring in that lapis. Deep communication, open, honest communication. This is also good for pain and inflammation. Helps with anyone who's looking for help with organization. This is a lovely stone for that. Also helps with personal responsibility. Lots of room for career improvement. It helps to open those doors. And it's great too for vertigo and hearing loss. So anything that's like the inner ear. So that is lapis. I'm also gonna see about tourmalinated quartz is in there too. That will help too. And I don't have Eye of Shiva, unfortunately. I'm also going to bring in Sunstone. Sunstone helps with opening doors for career, and I think it hits a lot of notes for a lot of us for things that were requested today. Sunstone helps us to be recognized, to be noticed, to be seen. That helps you to market yourself, whether it's within your job field for a promotion, whether that's a new job, whether that's promoting your small business. It helps all of that. It's also great for confidence and for working through phobias, as well as what did I want to bring? Helps too with protection against anyone that would exploit you around money, and just expanding our vision of ourselves and our true potential. So that is Sunstone. There we go. So Sunstone it is. Okay, so just a couple more, and then I'm going to have to go into the healing. Gotcha. Money manifestation and creativity. We have those, and trusting self. Let's do azurite. Creativity, definitely present here. Also helps insight and intuition, which can help you to start to trust yourself a little bit more. Awakens the spiritual self, and also helps relieve worry, indecision, helps you to connect with your spirit guides and angels, and also glean wisdom from them. It's wonderful for breaking down obstacles, whether it's like an energy block or like obstacles in your path kind of thing. Wonderful for quieting the mind, as well as helping the muscles and spinal alignment. So that is azurite. So that can help with that quite a bit. Money manifestation, we've got citrine, red tiger eye, pyrite, and even cinnabar. So all the best for that too. Life purpose and financial abundance. We've got financial abundance covered, but let's do something for life purpose for John. We've got a couple of good ones for life purpose, actually. Blue apatite, chrysocolla, and Larimer are big time soul's purpose crystals. I think they're the best ones. So they're already there. Lots of love, John. I hope that that helps. Ear ringing and circulation. Ear ringing, definitely lapis. Very good for the ears. And Circulation, let's bring in aquamarine. This can really help with all circulation in the body, as well as forgiveness, deflecting pettiness, really immature behavior, spite, that sort of thing. Really kind of keeps it at bay. Definitely holds that space, like I said, for forgiveness, but not the nonsense. Wonderful too for the teeth and gums, and for inviting in justice, like may justice prevail. So let's go ahead and bring in aquamarine. There we go. And confidence, believing in what's best for yourself and others. Believing the best for yourself and others. Settling into your new apartment, and I'm so glad. Let's see, I think we did all the confidence stones. Could that be possible? Let's bring in, for seeing the best in yourself and others, let's bring in chevron amethyst. This can even help with like tolerance of others, but it also helps with intuition, connection to spirit, clairvoyance in your spiritual sight, as well as degenerative diseases too. But yeah, this is wonderful for spiritual, psychic, and intuitive stuff, but tolerance of others, and even to some extent tolerance of ourselves. Like, we can beat up on ourselves sometimes. So that is chevron amethyst. We've got a couple of requests for smoky quartz. Smoky quartz helps with transmuting energy, fundamentally transforming it into something better. It also helps with calming worry, with protection, and even protecting your property against theft. It's helpful for hope in uncertain times. It's great for chronic pain, and it's also helpful for flexibility of body and mind. So that is smoky quartz. Go. And unfortunately, I think we need to get into the healing, so let's see if I can bring in anything else for anyone. And polychrome is in there, Goddess of Four. Sorry. Inner child healing is covered with moss agate. Hey, Allie, good to see you too. Dara, welcome back. Tired and overwhelmed. If you want some help, we have zebra jasper, and that's very helpful for that. Still not still, great to see you. Let's see. Fighting malaise. Definitely bumblebee jasper and rutilated quartz are helpful for that. Warding off the evil eye is jet and red tiger eye, which is in here. Yeah. for Lisa, I think we have most, if not all of them covered, except I'm going to bring in Sapphire. So I think we have everything covered. We have heart circulation. We definitely have the ones about job. So garnet, ruby, and sunstone. Gotcha. Okay. This is Sapphire, which helps our ability to connect to spirit, connect with our angels, especially connect with our guides. It helps with the eyes, the ears. It helps with envisioning a positive outcome during a really difficult time. So really keeping our positivity up. But overall, this is one for channeling, mediumship, and really getting those messages from spirit and helping to understand them. So I'm going to bring in some Sapphire. And I think I've done as best I can with the time I have with everyone's requests. I hope I'm not letting anybody down. Let's actually put these here. But yeah, I have a Reiki class that's at 6. And here, we're growing so fast, which is such a good thing. Like, we're starting to really grow. So I just pushed all of my classes back to start at 6. They used to start at 5:30 so we could do more of the grid. And still here we are, like, oh my goodness, get in all the stones we can. So the last stone I'll put in is Manifestation Quartz. This works to, as the name would suggest, boost what you're manifesting. So if there's anything that I left off for you, you can ask for it to be part of the grid. It will go into either of these crystals or this beautiful crystal here, which, think of Manifestation Quartz as like the birthday candle on the grid that everyone gets to blow out. So go ahead and put those wishes out to the universe, any other requests, and we'll ask that it be carried up with the grid. So I'm going to go ahead and explain what Reiki is, how it works, and how to make the most of your session. And while I do that, you can help me by lifting the energy of where you are at in the most simple yet powerful way. And that is by thinking about everything that you're grateful for, and then whatever you feel inclined to share with us, feel free to go ahead into the chat and share everything that you're grateful for. Gratitude lifts energy super quick. And as soon as I'm done with explaining Reiki, we're going to get into the healing and feel so much better. Thank you so much for being here today. It's an honor and a pleasure as always. I'm so grateful for all of you. And thank you all for being so kind and supportive of one another. It makes a world of difference. So let's talk about what Reiki is. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And you can learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes. You can sign up for a one-on-one healing or tarot reading, or check out my Reiki Charged Crystal collection in my shop at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. That is linked in the description, and all of my social media are there as well, and my email newsletter. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki is more or less a catch-all term in the West for energy healing, or so it's become. Specifically, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. This particular method comes from Mikao Usui, who created it in 1920s Japan during a difficult time in Japan's history, and teaching anything that could even be misconstrued as part of a religion, big consequences indeed. So this particular method is deeply spiritual, yet completely secular. And in so being, it is really kind of perfect for those of us in the West. The concept of energy at the foundation of this system comes from Shintoism, in the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything is interconnected and interlinked. And that's the thought is that spirit, however you define it in this case, supports us with this spiritually guided soul energy. And that's actually what Reiki means. This energy is thought to flow through everyone and everything everywhere, supporting our body, mind, and spirit to do all of the things that they do on a daily basis in our highest good. And essentially what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy that's already flowing through all of us and directing more of it to you wherever you happen to be and whenever you happen to be watching this. So during the session, you may have some physical sensations, some emotions may rise up or get released. You may also have a chance to process some thoughts you've been working through the last few days, few weeks, few months even. You may also have a deep spiritual connection or a sudden moment of clarity or intuition. You may also have a really beautiful healing nap that is highly encouraged. The one thing you don't need to do is really anything. As long as you're open to Reiki, and by being here you are, it will absolutely be connected to you. So you don't have to keep your mind silent. You don't have to focus on anything. You can if you may, but generally I encourage you to just get comfortable sitting up or lying down, closing your eyes, just relax. If you do want to move around or even do some yoga or some stretches or journal or really anything that feels right, there's no wrong way to enjoy this time. You can certainly do that too. But most of the time, I think most of us just grab a blankie and get cozy. At any point, if you do want to go deeper into your session or if you get distracted, just take a deep breath in and out and allow yourself to sink back into the session. I will send this healing for about 25 minutes, during which time I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently through several different colors. At no point will they flash or strobe, and I will turn the music up. If you like the music, definitely check out the creator at the bottom of the description here, and definitely check her out. I'm so grateful for those of you who can contribute here and there. That actually helps me to purchase music from an actual musician that we can play on stream, and that's lovely. Additional to that, at the end of the 25 minutes, you'll hear my voice come in. I'll encourage you to take a few deep breaths and come back to your body. When you do, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions or hear any experiences that you had during your session. And know that I am here 5 days a week, same times, same days, every week. The whole schedule is in the description. You can also subscribe with your notifications on so that you can maybe get notified and come out and join us. But know that also Reiki is not limited to my human limitations. Reiki can be anywhere at once. So regardless of whether or not I am live, you can always check out the past healing playlist. So know that even if you're here live today, if you ever need a session and I'm not here, check out that past healing live stream playlist. Grab any video that resonates with you for any reason. Just go ahead and enjoy. It will be there for you just the same. You can even fast forward to the healing if you want to. So with that all said, again, thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege. So let's go ahead back. Let's take a peek at those crystals and get into the healing. Let me just shift that camera. Whoop. Let's put me back over here. Go. Oh, that looks nice. That looks really, really nice. Well done, everyone. Really well done. Let's see. Oh, that balances really well. Well done, everyone. So much synchronicity. Thank you for forgiving me for having to quick switch us over to the grid. I deeply appreciate all of you. Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. Yeah. YouTube might be getting weird again. So, awesome. Definitely hit that like button if you haven't already. Go ahead, get cozy, and I'm going to send that healing to you wherever you happen to be. And the next stream will be Friday at both 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Enjoy your session, and thanks for being a part of the stream. invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly take a deep breath in and out if you haven't already. Gently move, stretch, or bend. Thank you so much for being here with me this evening. Oh, blessings to you too, Shell Bell. Have a beautiful evening. Natalie, it's good to see you. So much love to you too. I don't know about you, but I feel better. That felt intense on my end. Another big Reiki yawn. Feeling so relaxed. Me too, Renee. I also did something super nice for my body today. Took a nice hot bath with Epsom salt and some clay added in, and muscles feel so good. Oh, you're welcome. Still Not Still, Patty, Key, Lisa, Chris, Flower, and Allie. Oh, gotcha, Allie. At least you had a little bit. At least you had a little bit of relaxation, right? Good to see you, Sister Sheba. Oh, Allie, you did bath bombs and stuff? Nice. My skin is so sensitive. I more or less just like DIY it in the moment. Yeah, I needed a self-care day. Yeah, Allie and Sister Sheba, you were both in this past weekend's class. I'm so glad to see you both here. Allie, I'm so glad you joined us. See you later and hope to see you again soon. Oh, awesome, Patty. Lots of love to you. Speaking of class, I have a class starting in about 5 minutes to teach Reiki 2. Yeah, this Reiki family is beautiful. Thank you all so much. Everyone who was here, who made a request that helped to inspire the grid, everyone who was so kind to everyone else, and just everyone for being here. Thank you so much. You're welcome, JS. Awesome, Allie. Okay, so everyone, no streams on Thursdays, but on Friday we have a double header, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., both of those East Coast U.S. time, and again on Sunday at 8 p.m. Oh, great, JS. I'm glad. Awesome. Oh, the Gelguire, I hope you have a good night too. Yes, may we all be deeply blessed. Awesome. Thank you all. Well, everybody have a beautiful rest of your evening. I hope to see you again soon. Take care and bye for now.